Okay, we're back. We got a little update today for our FPV camera and our GoPro. And we've also done a little bit to our ground station. Now, if you've seen this before, this board used to go all the way across. Well, I got this DVR player for this. And they both hook up to the 3-cell LiPos. And I've left this half of the board to kind of hide some of the messy cords and stuff like that. And as you know, we hooked the Fat Shark up, and it goes in through here, runs to the DVR, goes to the monitor, and then with a little bit of Velcro I got up here, I set the Fat Shark up here, and it sits. Now I've also got another transmitter and camera coming. And I think I might use it for this because wearing glasses, it's a little easier for me to look through the monitor than it is to wear the glasses over it because of my eyes. So we're going to try a little of that when it shows up. But what we're going to do for an update today is work more on the truck. And get these out of the way. As you know, the gimbal we had had a lot of chatter on it. Let me set this down. The gimbal here had a lot of chatter on it when you turn the truck on. And let's see if we can get her to do it real quick. See that jumping around? Of course, now that I want it to do it, but you see where it's shaking like that? Now you can imagine trying to look through that. So I believe what the problem is we got a cheap servo here. And it's not as big of a deal on the up and down. So what I did was I found another servo, and I picked up this low-C servo. And it actually came with the servo saver horn on it and everything, which we'll have to remove that, but no big deal. So what we're going to do is put a new smaller servo, but a better servo, I might as well say. And hopefully it'll get rid of this chatter from this little cheap thing, because this thing is supposed to be mounted upside down, and I'm guessing that's why it's giving me such a hard time. Also, I picked up a couple cooling fans, and I want to stick one of them back here and let it help cool this off, because this gets kind of hot. So I'm hoping I can figure out a way. What I might do is just detach the power one and move it over to the other side and put the fan in its place. And maybe that'll help cool that off. So what we're going to do, we'll turn this all off. Plug the battery. I'm going to take this whole assembly off up here. And the good news is too, when I get I think I might drill some holes through the plastic where I can mount this battery directly to it, or maybe I'll just drill some holes in through the Velcro and mount the battery that way. We'll get this battery out of the way. We shouldn't need these anymore. This is what I was using to help keep that servo from bouncing around. Take this off, and then we'll have to get into our receiver box and you never seem to have the right wrench. One of them I can't seem to do anything unless I empty my toolbox. Get us one of our cow RC little mats. Funny thing is we make sure we get the magnetic mats, and then we go and put stainless steel screws on, which kind of defeats the purpose. I think what I'm going to do, I got plenty of tie wraps, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut these free. And I'll put them back on later. That way I don't break nothing. Get that out of the way. Looks like I'm going to have to disassemble the whole thing. I also got a new servo arm, so I'm hoping to I could change the servo arm, but it's a, maybe I'll change it on the servo itself and get a bigger throw that way. But we'll see, because I'm hoping to get a little more steering out of these wheels. That's pretty sad. Actually, I think that's all I'm going to get. Looks like they're hitting the, well, there ain't no sense in changing that. That's all it's going to have. It might as well just stay on there. It steers fine. We gotta get into here and loosen this. You know the old saying, nothing's simple. Seems like this little servo doesn't use the same kind of little gear. Take that back to my buddies and let's see if I got any other servos. There's a good one. Alright, well instead of burning video, I gotta find a little screw that went flying. Hopefully it's stuck to one of these magnetic mats. And I'll be right back. Okay. So what ended up happening was that no matter what I do, I'm stuck. The servo that I bought wasn't the right size, and one I had, the horn wasn't the right size. So as you can see, this thing still goes mental. So what I'm going to have to do is make a bungee cord like thing for it like I did before. I did put a little fan on here to help keep this cool. And it seems to be working well. I can feel it blowing the heat away. I moved this over to this side. I put a little extension cords on them so I could reach it pretty easy. So I plugged that in. And then I plugged the fan in. And it'll help. And the fan I got hooked directly to the LiPo. So we just got to keep our eye on the truck that the LiPo cut off. When it cuts off, we got to make sure we go ahead and unplug the rest of the stuff. So I'm still going to have to get another servo. The one I bought, like I said, had a different type of horn, so I'm going to take that back and see what we can do with that. Alright, well, until the next time, that's it for that, and hopefully we can get a better update and fix that shaking. And so until next time, please subscribe, please comment, and please share. Bye.